If you're just joining us, this is Breakfast Daily. Now it's time for us to have a very insightful conversation with an exceptional individual changing the world. This person is actually a trailblazer in the world of business, leadership, and technology. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us is Lucy Quist, a managing director and head of change leadership at Morgan Stanley. And of course, if you've heard the name before, obviously, yes, she used to be the CEO, in fact, the first female Ghanaian CEO of the telecommunication company, Airtel. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you today?
I'm actually fine. I'm excited to be doing this with you.
I'm excited too, so thank you for having
Like
me.
I told you off camera, like I had to go read about, I'm like, wow, she's so young. I only hear the name, but I never saw the face. Yeah, so welcome.
Thank you.
I'm actually thrilled to have you on the show.
you.
All right, now you are an author.
Yes.
Yeah, an author of the book, The Bold New Normal.
Absolutely.
So what is this book about?
So it's right here. This is it. The Bold New Normal. Looks exactly like my T-shirt. You know, in my career, I spent 11 years working in Ghana and other African countries, but most importantly, I grew up both in Ghana and in the UK, and that's important because my earliest experience of living in Ghana was in 1983. Ghana was really hard. People think Ghana is hard now. Ghana was extremely hard in 1983. And I know that what that birthed in me as a child was a desire to grow up to be somebody who influenced change and made the decisions that changed our environment and our outcomes. So the book is really about my perspective on the foundational things that we need to change as a people, as Ghanaians, as Africans, to really realize the outcomes that we want. We all want great things. The things we see around the world, we want them for our country and for our continent.
Yes.
But we've got to make them happen. And it starts with us having the right mindset and approach, the right vision, the right desire to execute, the right desire to support and drive each other to that place. So the book really is about that journey of shifting from where we are, our current normal, to our bold new normal, which is not just another normal, not a new normal, but one that comes with a bold attitude, not a little bit different, completely different.
Yeah, completely different. I like that. But how long did it take you to, put this book together? I mean, not just from the writing, starting from the whole process of, okay, I think I need to write a book. Oh, like this is what's happening around me. I think it's important to write about it.
It's so interesting you say that because growing up as a child, and those of you parents, any parents listening, what you say to your children really matters. My dad, who passed away last year, always had this approach and said to me, he would say things to me like that either you would write books or people would write books about you. He just had these things that he used to say. And the first very serious book he bought me was when I was about 8 years old, and he bought me the biography of Shehu Shagari, president of Nigeria at the time. Yeah. And I still have the book, by the way. I still have it. It's old, it's tired, I won't say how many years old it is now, because then
yeah, everybody was like, okay, I have to calculate your age.
Exactly. Let's say it's a few decades old, so it's a bit dusty. But the point is that I never particularly saw myself as an author. I trained as an engineer. I built my career in engineering. People assume that engineers can't write or can't communicate, which isn't true. But I still enjoyed, I insisted on enjoying my literature because I always want to do well. So that's where my writing, the sort of association with reading and writing started. I also always keep notes of things I would like to do. So I have several notebooks where I write, one day I'd like to do X, Y, Z.
Right.
When I came to write the book in 2018, what I didn't realize is that in one of my old notebooks in 2010, I'd written that I'd want to write a book.
Oh.
But it didn't come to fruit. I didn't start working on it till 2018. So it's really important to have visions. So when I wrote The Bold New Normal, it's my practical approach and shifted mindset to being successful in life. No one is really, people assume that you're born with everything made for you. You make it. You have to make it what you want it to be. So writing of the book really started, I would say, the process of sitting down to write was 2018.
Right.
The process of curating the material beyond my life experiences actually started in 2014. And the way it started was that in 2014, when I became the CEO of Airtel in Ghana, I had a lot of young people, a lot more young people than usual, reach out to me for mentoring, for guidance, and so on. And at the same time, I had my boss also who said, well, you become CEO of Airtel, people need to hear from you people. And I was like, okay, there's only so many hours in a day. There's
Right.
only so much I can do. All these people I need to reach out to. So I literally sat down with my team and we created a plan of how I was going to engage through social media. So that was my number one start of writing. And in that time, I had a schedule. So people who followed me a long time, they would know that I used to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh.
I'd wake up at dawn every Monday,
Really
Wednesday,
curated,
Friday.
yeah.
I would write it myself, post it, get ready, and go to work. So it was like a very methodical process of putting my thoughts together of what I was learning, what I was experiencing, what I was seeing, right? And then I did a lot of public speaking. I wrote a lot of speeches as well. So by the time I came to write the book, I had a ton of material. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even put all the material I have in this book. The rest will have to be a different book, which is really on leadership.
Right.
But that's how the process came about. So, capture experiences, be methodical, be intentional, and know who
yeah.
you're going to speak to. This book is written for the young African.
Right, right.
They are the ones who need to own the transformation of our continent. People like me have a responsibility to pave a way, to create a platform, create the opportunities for them to transform. So we don't just shove things on them and say, you go fix it. We need to help and support them to fix.
Wow, wow, that's touching that you are doing this for us. That's touching. Thank you so much. But now the book, well, you started from a book, and now it has transitioned into a conference, right? So the Bold New Normal Conference 2023.
Yes.
Tell us about this event.
Yeah, so the way it came about was that this book was published in 2019, April of 2019. I'm a strong believer that we have all it takes in this country and continent to realize our potential, to achieve the things that we want to achieve. I'm a living example of that. And I just, in my lifetime, want to see every African have the opportunity to self-actualize. So this book came out in 2019. The next year we had the pandemic, and then we had a few years of what is going on in the world. And then coming into 2022, I really felt led to organize a conference. And I'm praying and I'm like, conference? Why would I organize a conference? And it was just this leading of, you need to organize a conference. So we actually hosted our first conference in 2022, October 2022. And in that conference, we really focused on how can people take action to create their prosperity. Right, that's the focus of the because I don't believe that we should just be talkers, and I think we're quite good at being talkers.
A lot.
But talk is not enough. You have to be doers, and you have to be methodical doers who follow things step by step through. So last year we held the first conference. All of the conference content is actually available on my YouTube channel for anyone who wants to go back and replay and learn. We focused on panelists who are young people who are achieving their bold new normal. We brought in a number of corporate leaders as well who shared their journeys. But very importantly, I spent the afternoon on a masterclass. So the idea of the conference is that you will leave not just inspired and empowered, but that you will document a plan of action that you are going to take after the conference, including identifying who your accountability partner is, because it's one thing we forget that someone needs to hold you to account to the things that you say you're going to do.
True.
And so in 2023, we're having the conference again on October the 21st, but it's taking all that I've described to the next level, but we still need to take action. We need to be an action-oriented people to achieve what we want, not so just a speech-oriented or a distraction-oriented.
Not just the talkers, but let's do. Yes. So it's going to be on October.
In October, 21st of October, 2023.
So who can come to this conference, and how can people,
sign up?
Sign up to this conference.
As I said, it's the young African, and just to give you some statistics, the numbers are something like by the year 2050, there'll be 2 billion more human beings on the planet. 1 billion of them will be African.
Right.
So that essentially means that the vast majority of young people on this planet will continue to be African for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
And so today, if you think about a young person, you think maybe university, you think early career, mid-career. These are the people who still have energy, focus. They're constantly being told that they're the leaders of the future. Actually, they're the leaders of now. But leadership requires guidance. And the first thing you have to do is learn to lead yourself. Everyone thinks leading is positional. It's actually action-oriented as well. And so it's really about those young people, university, early career, mid-career. I will have some other senior people also attend who are really looking to support and inspire people. But it's really looking at those young people and saying, you not can, but must create your bold new normal starting from right now.
Right.
So those are the people who are I'm looking forward to join. We're having an in-person session for about 400 to 500 people at the Pearly Gate Center. But at the same time, as we did last year, we're going to be streaming virtually, because last year we had people join from around the world.
Right, right.
We had people from, I could go through a whole long list of countries that people joined from, which was amazing. This year, actually this afternoon, excuse me, I'm actually meeting the lady. We have a contingent coming from Cote d'Ivoire who really want to be part of the conference. We've had someone reach out from Malawi. So people are coming to this conference as young Africans because they want to create their bold new normal. And you can sign up for either virtual or in-person, as I've described. LucyQuist.com provides sign-up opportunities, but also we're on Ego Tickets as well.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So lots of ways to sign up. The most important thing is come and be part of this.
Right. Wow. I would want to sign up.
Please do.
I definitely want to sign up. I don't see myself as old. I'm still young and
You're very young.
Yes, and ready for the bold new normal.
Absolutely.
All right. So if you're watching and you think this is speaking to you, in fact, you don't even need to think that it's speaking. It is actually speaking to you that is watching right now. All you need to do is sign up for the Bold New Normal Conference, yes. And if you don't have the book, you can also go and look for the book, all right?
Yeah, the book is available on Book Nook in Ghana, booknook.store. They ship to anywhere in Ghana at all. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Goodreads. It's basically distributed globally.
Yeah.
But in Ghana, Book Nook will get it to you.
Right. So this is the book.
Booknook.store. And it was actually published. I made sure that this publication was by Dakpabli Publishers, because if I believe that we have the potential to do what I say we need to do, I need to lead by example.
Yeah.
So Ghanaian publishers put this together with me.
Right. All right, guys. So you've heard it from Lucy Quiz. So head to lucyquiz.com and then sign up. Or you can also go to Ego Tickets and then sign up for the Bold New Normal. So if you're wondering who we've been talking to, we've actually been talking to the author of the book, The Bold New Normal, and also a managing director and head of change leadership at Morgan Stanley. Lucy Quiz, thank you so much for passing through.
Thank you.
You really inspire me. I have
Thank
to say
you for having
I
me.
have to tell you, you really inspired me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Keep
All right.
doing the amazing work you're doing.
Oh, thank you.